A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the media. My name is Wulira Biino from the National Coordination Office for Prevention of Trafficking in Persons for Uganda, Ministry of Internal Affairs. Today, I will want to briefly address you to an update officially about the Ugandans that were held in Myanmar earlier on last year with groups of rebels there. Owing to what we previously have been doing since January of 2023, when the first three cases came up of Ugandans being held in Myanmar, government has been working hand in hand with all stakeholders and all the other governments, including the Union of Myanmar government. To that effect, as I've always updated you, up until now, we have successfully repatriated 21 Ugandans. I mentioned this earlier on. And among that group, those that were repatriated are actually in the country. They have been repatriated in phases and in bits. But following the NAM summit earlier on in Jan of 2024, to which Uganda is the chair of the non-aligned movement, our respective ministers of foreign affairs and the other counterparts of the Union of Myanmar government and Thailand have continuously worked hand in hand, and this matter was brought to table to find the best ways to rescue our people. So the current status officially, I would like to happily announce that 26 Ugandans were rescued, and these are awaiting repatriation back home. They are in the right hands of authorities in Thailand. This has been a process, continuous negotiations, and also, of course, carefully ensuring that their lives are not risked at all. Because remember, we mentioned if we risk their lives, they can easily be killed by the rebel gangs there. So, 26 of the Ugandans that we talked of earlier on are in safe hands with the authorities, and they are only waiting to go through the process to finalize repatriation. And this work has been ably done with our mission in Malaysia and Thailand, together with the governments there. And also, they have worked hand in hand with the International Organization for Migration and some of the NGOs that combat human trafficking. For instance, one NGO called Eden. Now, in the same relation, this has taken some time to process and establish that actually all these Ugandans were victims of trafficking. But in the same vein, one individual was identified, and we had earlier mentioned one Sabka Edith Mukisa. He's a suspected trafficker, and this one managed to come back into the country on 27th of April, but to the good news, she has been arrested. She's in police custody. So we hope that when our people finally return, we shall start off with her case. This is Sabka Edith. I bring to your attention and to the people, all the Ugandans there that are trying to find a way to go and work abroad. If you come across a person who looks like this, Sabka Edith Mukisa, she is a suspected trafficker. Please, kindly don't work with this person or any other people that relating with her. She also has been working together with other counterparts, including the Chinese that have been controlling these compounds in Myanmar. And she went ahead to also pretend to be a victim of trafficking in persons. So all this will be established about her, and this is what we have been talking about, that even amongst those that appear to be victims, moving along with you, are traffickers themselves. So we continue to call upon you, and especially those of you who are working with individuals. You're risking so much to work with individuals that are trafficking you and defrauding you of all your monies. We call upon you still to embrace information gathering. If you think you're working with an individual, at least go to the nearest police station just to ask about this kind of business you're conducting with this individual. The police has enough information to help you with. Or come to the Ministry of Internal Affairs, go to the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development. This information is free of charge. Once you have this information, you reduce the risk of being trafficked. In the same vein, or similarly, in Madiokolo district, Asimwe Fred, a 38-year-old Nyankore by tribe, and a farm manager at one Ruben Mwesige's farm, appears today in court in Arua over trafficking 22 Karamojong youth. The gentleman mentioned worked hand in hand with one known Ambrose on the 23rd day of February in Kotido district, and convinced about 22 youth to go and work on a farm in Chiriandongo. However, once they reached Karuma areas, they were forced into a different vehicle to head to Madiokolo, a different destination. Now, findings indicate that the agreement was that they were working for 5 million shillings. However, at the end of their activities, the said farm manager decided to pay them 300,000 and chase them from the farm. So this matter is being handled by police and the court, and eventually we shall have this man face the law ably in regards to trafficking of persons. In the same vein, one Pakistani national, I earlier on mentioned the trend now of trafficking non-Ugandans into Uganda for purposes of employment. We have mentioned this again and again. Even to you that are listening and you're not Ugandans, but think of coming to Uganda to get jobs, you need to make sure these jobs are actually there. But to mention, the jobs that these people are coming to do cannot actually be enough for the Ugandans who are here, who are also looking for jobs together with the foreigners. Therefore, we encourage and also in a way discourage the foreign nationals that are not sure about the employment opportunities not to take these risks. One Rashid Mohammed is at Soroti City, a Pakistani national, and we have to now find a way of repatriating him. We call upon you, even those that are in the pipeline, check yourself, go to the respective authorities, go online and find out about this information. Don't just act in isolation, otherwise you stand a high risk of being trafficked again and again. And lastly, it is still holiday time. Our students are back home. This is the holiday month. It is a short one, but again, We cannot stop calling upon you, the parents. We cannot stop calling upon you, the school administrators. We cannot stop calling upon you, the public, to be aware that even our students are being trafficked. They are being trafficked for different reasons around town, different reasons across the country. Sexual exploitation, name it, labor exploitation, and many also fall victim to exploitation and fraud due to promises for sponsorships for academics. So we call upon you that even in this holiday time, let's be aware of where our pupils and students go to. Let's be in touch with their friends that they continue to meet. Even those who are also going for holiday lessons, let's keep tabs on them and make sure every one of us is safe. Remember, trafficking does not exclude anyone, regardless of the age or race, ethnicity. No matter who you are, you can be trafficked at any point in time. Thank you. Uganda. Balamusizaako ne bannamawulire olunaku lwa leero okuva mu ofiisi yaffe ekwanaganya ensonga eziziyiza kikukusa abantu mu ggwanga, the National Coordination Office for Prevention of Trafficking in Persons, ku kitebe kyaffe ekikulu ekya Ministry y'ensonga z'omunda. Tutwala omukisa guno batuusaako obubaka buno obulungi era n'okubategeeza ku ebyo ebizze bikolebwa mu butongole nti mabegako twabatuusaako amawulire nga tegali malungi agakwata ku bannayuganda abeesanga mu mikono gy'abayeekera mu ggwanga erya Myanmar. Naye ennaku ezizze nga ziyitawo, gavumenti wamu n'eggwanga eryo n'eggwanga erya Thailand bavuddeyo ne bakwatagana ku nsonga eno ey'okugezaako okulaba nti abannayuganda baffe bavaayo nga balamu. Era eky'omukisa omulungi n'olwaleero ekisingidde ddala okundeeta kwe kutegeeza abannayuganda mwenna nti abannayuganda baffe abawerera ddala 26 baasobolebwa okununulwa okuva mu mikono gino egy'abayeekera awamu ne gavumenti eya Thailand nga batukwatirako n'ebitongole ng'ekya IOM ne embassy yaffe eya Thailand ne Malaysia badde bakola bukubirire okulaba nti abannayuganda bano basobola okuvaayo nga balamu. Mawulire agaliwo era nti yadde nga bali 26 weewaawo tulinayo abala 13 betusuubira okwongera okununula bo nga tebannaba kununulibwa. Naye bano 26 era balinze bali mu mikono mituufu era balinze kugibwayo mu ggwanga eryo n'okutuusibwa wano ku butaka basobole nate okugenda mu maaso oba oliawo okwekubira enduulu ku abo abaabatwala okubatuusa ku kino kye baatuukako. Wamu awo nyongera okubategeeza nti waliyo omukyala omu ayitibwa Sabuka Edith Mukasa era nga omukyala ono afaanana bw'ati. Mbasaba omukyala ono mumwetegereze sobole okuyamba bannayuganda bonna okwewala okukusibwa. Omukyala ono y'omu ku abo abateeberezebwa okubanga bakukusa bannayuganda bano okubatuusa mu ggwanga lino erya Myanmar. Era omukyala ono mwali mu ggwanga, poliisi yaffe yakoze bukubirire n'emufuna, ajja kubanga akubibwa mu mateeka, ebimukwatako byonna tujja kubanga tubategeeza. N'abannayuganda bennyini abaanunulibwa bamwogerako ng'omu ku abo eyabakukusa. Era tubakubiriza nammwe abali eyo yandibanga abadde akomyewo agezeeko kubanga afunayo abalala bakukusa. So mufeeyo nnyo okwetegereza ebintu bino n'okulaba nti temukolagana n'abantu bano okubatuusa mu mbeera bw'etyo. Omukyalo ono Sabuka Edith era abadde asinziira mu ggwanga erya UAE nga gy'asinga okubeera e Dubai. Naye kyamukisa mulungi nti yakwatiddwa era ajja kutwalibwa mu mbuga z'amateeka. Ng'oggyeko ebyo, mu disitulikiti yaffe eya Madi Okolo, omwami ayitibwa Asimwe Fred atemera mu myaka 38 nga Munyankole era nga abadde akulira faamu oba ennimiro nga ya mukulu Ruben Mwesije yakwatibwa era nga leero alabikako mu kkooti mu disitulikiti yaffe eya Arua ku musango gw'okukukusa abavubuka 22 okuva e Karamojja ng'abatwala okukola ku faamu eno. Naye omwami ono ekikolwa kino yakikola alimbalimba bano abavubuka ne ssente ze yabasuubiza obukadde 5 yamaliza abawaddeko emitwalo 3 ate nga bamaze okukola emirimu gye balina okukola. Ekyomukisa omulungi nti yakwatibwa era ali mu mbuga z'amateeka. Tusuubira birungi byereere oba oliawo n'okuliyirira abantu baffe bano. Era mu kitundu kyekimu Omupakistani omu ayitibwa Rashid Mohammed ateebereza okuba nti yakukusibwa n'aleetebwa mu ggwanga ali mu disitulikiti yaffe e Soroti. Tuvuddeyo nga tubategeezaako nti ennaku zino tulina bangi abagwira abakukusibwa era nga tubakubiriza nti bwe tulaba abagwira bano abamu balina mu mbeera mbi nnyo, tutegeezeeko poliisi etuliraanye okulaba nti bano abantu bayambibwa oba oliawo tebamanyi na wakuddukira. Naye bwe tutegeezaako poliisi abamu ku bano nga banneiba baffe tuba tubataasizza ate era tuba tutaasizza n'abalala abandikukusibwa okuleetebwa bano. So tubakubiriza abo bonna bekikwatako aba Pakistani Embassy twavaayira ne tubategeezaako n'abo bonna abatuula wano mu Uganda nga bakolera wano aba Pakistani tuveeyo nnyo okulaba nti tutaasa ekintu kino obutagenda mu maaso okwongera okukusa abantu baffe. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Oh yes. N'ekinaasembayo nti omwezi guno ogwa May oba ogwokutaano mwezi gwa kiwummulo. Abaana baffe bavuddeyo ku masomero era abamu batuuse dda ewaka n'abalala bakyagenda mu kusoma mu holiday. Twongera obbakubiriza nga bulijjo abazadde mwenna bannannyini masomero mwenna bekikwatako tufeeyo nnyo nga bulijjo okulaba amayitire g'abaana bano bo babeera n'ani, ebiseera byabwe eby'eddembe bakola ki. Abamu ku baana bano balina n'amasimu, so babeera ku mikutu gino era n'egyo emikutu abamu kwe bakusibwa. So tubakubiriza bazadde bannaffe